Influential musicians and activism of today. Activism in music. Primarily, artist expression has flowed directly through the lyrics of music, specifically in protest songs, etc. Throughout the years, artists have participated in countless cultural and social movements, as they continue to do so in the ever-changing social and cultural climate. Specific movements in the 60s, such as the Civil Rights Movement and anti-war movements, were especially prevalent with artistic expression and activism. These voices who are shaping the cultural landscape and having something to say is especially crucial today, as things are changing politically and culturally. Artists' influence has gone beyond song lyrics and continued to push into various forms of activism, such as giving speeches at marches, donations, founding nonprofits or social change groups, etc. Later, we will see some artists who have gone above and beyond to speak their truth and create platforms for activism and cultural appreciation. The power of social media. Social media has become a vital tool for both artists and their fans. It has created a world where everyone is connected and is able to view injustice at hyperspeed. Fandoms no longer allow artists to sit by quietly. They will tweet them and DM them and make sure the information is trending until their favorite artist speaks up and sheds light on the injustice and uses their platform to speak up for what's right. As time has progressed, social media has given artists the opportunity to speak more than just their music and has become a cultural expectation in some instances for artists to take advantage of their platforms for the greater good. Artists and their fans. Many of the most widespread and dedicated fandoms of musicians are based on their collective understanding that the musician whom they love loves them and fights for them too. The following artists' activism has often made their fandoms even stronger because work promotes important cultures. Fandom isn't necessarily the same thing as influence, of course, but they share something essential: the quality of bringing people together, making people feel seen, and setting the terms for how we'll move into the future. People like Lady Gaga, who is of course known for showing her immense support for the LGBT community since the very beginning of her career. She has also been an active representative regarding survivors of sexual assault, and she just used her interview on Stephen Colbert to speak about the Kavanaugh case, etc. People like Tegan and Sara, who have brought their queer identities into the mainstream pop area, have an extremely loyal following. They've created the Tegan and Sara Foundation to fight for economic justice, health, and representation for LGBTQ girls and women, among very many other things. People like Beyonce, of course. She uses her performances like the one pictured here, which took place at the Super Bowl, to promote Black culture and feminism. She's expressed support for certain political figures, done a lot of charity work, etc. Chance the Rapper has been extremely active in social and political movements in Chicago, particularly regarding Chicago public schools. Last year, he donated $1 million to CPS. Halsey, who's pictured in the bottom right, giving a speech at the 2017 Women's March in New York City, etc., and Bono, who has been historically active throughout his career, as he is seen on the cover of Time in the top left, in his efforts to fight AIDS across the globe. Taylor Swift is also seen on the cover of Time after she sued a radio host for a symbolic $1 to raise awareness for justice for sexual assault survivors. Katy Perry and Janelle Monáe have also been extremely active in the last year through their music and through their activism for various causes. There will always be critics who tell artists like these to shut up and sing, but these are people who refuse to stay silent, and many more are beginning to speak up throughout the music industry.